Into the Abyss, 20 vintage deep-sea diving photos. A diver with the U.S. Navy sits on the ocean floor, aided by heavy lead shoes that allow him to walk there. 1955. Explorer O.E. Gandy stands in his iron suit, weighing 540 pounds, before making a dive where he would reach a depth of 230 feet. 1907. O.E. Gandy is slowly lowered into the ocean. 1907. Submarine crew members pose wearing their special escape helmets. The helmets incorporated a canister with oxalide, a special chemical which, when breathed upon, gave off oxygen and absorbed carbon dioxide. 1908. Jim Jarrett wears his diving suit, Tritonia, as he prepares to dive 312 feet down to explore the wreck of the Lusitania, the British passenger ship whose destruction by a German U-boat in 1915 with 128 Americans aboard helped push the U.S. into World War I, 1935. Sailors assist Jim Jarrett as he is lowered into the deep. 1935. Jim Jarrett is helped into the Tritonia atmospheric diving suit. 1935. Two men hold a diver's oxygen hose as he jumps in for a dive. 1915. A diver from the U.S. Navy Salvage School in Bayonne, New Jersey adjusts his air pressure with his left hand while working underwater with a welding torch. More air would cause him to rise and less to sink. Circa 1955. Chester E. McDuffie stands beside one of the first atmospheric diving suits, made from aluminum alloy and weighed about 550 pounds. 1911. A Navy minesweeper diver plunges into the water in the Manchester Ship Canal in the UK 1945. A diver listens for the test of the phones and air flow inside his helmet before the faceplate is closed. A British Navy diver sits in a decompression chamber after finishing a dive. Circa 1945. An instructor helps a student diver who has overinflated his suit. When overinflation occurs, the diver's limbs become useless, as they're too rigid to reach the air valve. A diver stands in a metal suit's lower half as he waits for the upper part to be lowered down. 1922. U.S. Navy diver William Batters is helped with his suit before taking an experimental dive in a training tank at Washington's Navy Yard. 1938. During his time in the Navy, Batters would make a record-setting dive of 500 feet. A diving suit is inflated after a dive to prevent cracking in its surface. Berlin, Germany, circa 1932. Diver E.B. Crosby breathes into a special apparatus that measures the amount of helium gas absorbed by the body after a dive. 1938. A diver is assisted into the water by 3 deckhands from a purling lugger. Thursday Island, Australia. 1948. Joseph Perez explains the workings of his new steel diving suit, made of Sta-Brite silver steel at a shipping exhibition in Olympia, Washington. 1925.